I'm happy to be here. Good morning, Star Nation. We are all good this morning. I want to thank God for His grace. I want to thank God for His faithfulness. And I believe you can hear me. Everyone, I believe you can hear me. If you can hear me and you can see me, please type 1. Type 1. All right. Thank you, Star Nation. Thank you, Star Nation. We're all welcome. I want to appreciate our mastermind, our mentor, super mentor, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba, for giving me the privilege once more to be with us on this training. And my prayer is that the Holy Spirit will take over from this moment and help me to impart into myself and into ourselves this morning with this training that I packaged this morning, Finding Prospect. Actually, Finding Prospect, I say that it is the main fear behind bring one, bring two. But I want to briefly share my story before we get started. I want to briefly share my story. Like I was rightly introduced, my names are Ambassador Adaoha Emmanuel. I came from a humble background, an average Nigerian family. We were just 3 in our family, and my parents had more than enough to take care of us. But I am someone who had a dream to be independent. When I was 2 years, I had a challenge. I was affected by polio. And with that, my parents struggled and made every effort to make sure I grew up as a normal child. And I saw their passion, I saw their desire, and I determined in life that I would make it. And that pushed me when I graduated from the university. I decided to go out of their location to look for a job. So I took up a teaching appointment with Anambra State government, and I decided to come and locate in Awka so that I'll become independent because we were over pampered. So I said, no, I need to be independent so that people know I can take care of myself. So that was how I left the family and came down to Anambra State from Ebonyi State. And I began to struggle to make ends meet. I studied home economics at University of Nigeria, Nsukka. So I'm a lioness, and I came out with the best results in my department, and I began to struggle to make ends meet. I was teaching home economics. I was into interior decoration. I was into catering services, cooking for the state government, cooking for churches and everything. And to the glory of God, when finally God settled me and gave me a wonderful son of his, a pastor, we began to struggle to make ends meet. And we were on that, looking for how to meet up with our challenges and taking care of the body of Christ and the family and everything around us. When I saw this opportunity, to be precise, I saw this opportunity on April 26th, 2019. That was the first time I saw this opportunity. My sister, Ambassador Akachi, recommended me and asked me to go and see this opportunity that she has been looking for something to do for me so that I'll stop borrowing. I said, is there anything we can do to stop borrowing? All right, what is it all about? And that's the question many people ask. And she said, well, first of all, go and see the opportunity first, then we can talk later. Thank God for the way she approached me. So I went seated that day with large crowd in Awka. I think that was about the 3rd time the team was coming from Enugu to show people the opportunity in Awka. I was so excited. I caught the vision. What interested me most was the mastermind mentorship that are going to help me and unfair advantage, and that I should not talk to anyone. I will not sell. I say, is there any kind of this business you will do without selling? Okay, they said they are going to mentor me. So, but unfortunately, because Nigeria has happened to me as a federal staff, because I taught 23 years in the state at level 15 before I was invited to come and start up my department in the secondary school of the university, Nnamdi Azikiwe University. I took up that appointment. And down the line, the responsibility kept on increasing and things were still the same. So when I heard that I will not sell, I will not talk, I will not convince people that are going to mentor me, I said, let's get going. But on that day, with all the business I was doing part-time, with all my full-time job on level 9 as a then federal, I only had 1,000 home and abroad. So I waited for people who were signing up to finish signing up. And I went to the consultant. I said, please, I love this opportunity. I want to do this business, but I don't have money now. I only have 1,000. Can you take this money from me and allow me, once they pay us, I will come and complete my payment, thinking that one account is be all and end all. So he said, well, no problem. You can bring it. I struggled. I made efforts. By May, the first week, I completed my payments and we took off. I saw the IPO, everything. But week after week, we kept on coming for training, but nothing was really happening. I was not getting any details of what to do next. I was not being followed up and all the rest of them. So along the line, I called my sister and said, that's my sponsor. I am tired of moving up and down to see what I will do. I believe I will jettison this and face my job. I love to focus on whatever I am doing. So she said, no, that they travel to Philippines. When they come back, that she's going to meet with our mentor and our leader in the Eastern Nigeria, around this side, that he is coming to help me. He will help you. You love the business? I said, yes, I love the business. I want to do it. So she said, come. She called me close and showed me her first alert, 300 and something thousand. I was like, wow, yeah, 300 from business, from this kind of business. So there's something somebody can do and get this kind of, extra income. No, I'm interested. So I was waiting for our mentor, God bless him, Ambassador Architect Moses on Ambassador John. I was waiting for them to come back from Philippines so that I will see the opportunity and know how to get started. Immediately they came back. I was in school. I was in my office and my sister called me. She said, somebody wants to talk to you. It was the voice of Ambassador Moses. And he said, Mommy, how is business? I said, which business? He laughed. You know the way he laughs now. I said, I don't want to talk about that business so that I don't get angry. He said, no. Do you want to do the business? I said, yes. I want everybody to pay attention. Do you want to do the business? I said, yes. He said, okay. Choose a date. Choose a venue. Invite some people and I'll come and start the business for you. He did not say for anybody, for me. Quickly, I looked through the dates. I consulted my husband. We chose 4th of December, 2019. I pleaded with my husband so that I would turn it to a church launch. Let me see if God will help us this time around. And I invited some people to the glory of God. Before I knew it, Ambassador Moses was in Oka. I was still in school. He called me. I ran down. And when he began to show us the opportunity again, I even wrote my name in attendance so that you know how much I knew about the business. All the people I had invited before, I invited them again. 3 people that signed up before, I don't even know they are my downlines, so I didn't even know I've gotten downlines. They signed attendance again. All of us signed attendance that day. But when he opened his mouth to show us the opportunity, the vision began to be clearer to me. From that day, I decided that before the end of 2020, I must get to the first rank. In short, after the church launch, I got people that came. They were all signed up with multiple accounts. So I rushed out, called my upline. I said, people are signing with multiple accounts. I didn't understand the implication. She shouted and congratulated me and said, you are going to add more accounts to your own. I agreed. And to the glory of God, I began to upgrade. But I did not upgrade to the highest too. It was after Ambassador Moses did IPO, Cure SG for us. I saw the need to upgrade to the highest account immediately. By then, I didn't know that my legs has been blocked. So I struggled and made effort and borrowed money and did the highest account. And to the glory of God, the journey began. We started in my sitting room to do the training in my compound. We will hire canopy. Before I knew it, the canopies were not enough in the compound. We began to, hire halls to do the opportunity. And that 2019 December, he came around 4 times. He said, Mommy, we'll be having a retreat in Abuja, and I want you and your team to be in Abuja in January. I shouted, I said, boss, you say retreat, Abuja. I have not been to Abuja before, not to talk of traveling alone. He said, no. You have to come with your team to Abuja. I said, okay, no problem. I will send someone to go and see what you people are doing. He said, okay. He called me the second time, asked me, how many people from your team are coming for the event? I said, nobody. I will send someone. He called me the next time and I said, I will send someone. I will not attend. We are going to sponsor someone to attend. He said, listen, I want to see you and your team in Abuja. If you don't come for this event at Abuja, don't call me again. I said, no, boss. I will come. That was when I began to call everyone. I said, gather in my house. We have prayers. We gathered, we prayed. I passed on what the boss said. If we don't come, that he will not attend to us again. That was how we began. And let me pass this. I'll come back to this. And this is boss where he was doing training for us in my sitting room. This is the first set of people that attended the January 2020 retreat at Abuja. We came to Shalom Plaza. He took us to Shalom Plaza and asked us to snap picture for remembrance, and we snapped picture. And to the glory of God, apart from 2 persons, the rest of us are still in business and powerful leaders. So when my business started in December, I said by 2019 December, I started 4th of December. I said 2020 December, I'll become a silver executive. But I began to do the business. I began to book calls consistently, and I saw my business growing. I saw my business growing the way I never imagined it. We went for mentorship. Boss invited us, 4 of us. We went. He gave us 3 days intensive training, handed over every material to us, came and started an office because we found an office in Oka. He prayed for us and we took off. We began to do all the activities, Millionaire School, sell meetings consistently. We began to do New Connectors Academy. We began to train presenters and everything. By June 2020, I became a silver executive. I was like, wow. By October 2020, I became a gold executive prime. I could not believe it when I was called and told that I have rank advanced again. And to the glory of God, November 2020, that same 2020, I entered into Millionaire Circle. I give God all the glory. September that year, I already knew I will no longer be in business, because when I saw my first encashment, 421,000, I said, no. Somebody who was earning, as at that time, 125,000. How can you compare 125,000 with 400 and in just virtually a month? And I said, no, I think I'll fire these people. So by that December, at Contis 11 federal scale, as a senior staff in Nnamdi Azikiwe University, I fired my boss. By February 2021, I became an Amazon ambassador. You know what it means. And June 2022, I was celebrated as a Global Ambassador Prime. Why? I was consistent with my account maintenance, and my team also, we were all consistent in account maintenance. It's not just about you. It is about you and your team. I was growing, my team was growing. Whatever I do, I made sure my team follows suit so that all of us will be moving to the Hall of Fame. By March 2023, I became a Kingsman, and under my structure, God gave us we have more than 178 silver executives, more than 19 gold executive primes, and I have one global ambassador prime to the glory of God. So that's my letter of resignation from Nnamdi Azikiwe. I applied for voluntary retirement. I wanted to fire them right on. My principal said, you can retire voluntarily. I agreed to that. I retired voluntarily. That's my official letter. And that's someone who has never traveled outside Nigeria before. Under 1 year, I was able to travel out of this nation, qualifying for an all expense paid vacation. That's the first international flight with Travel Achievers team. That's me with my teammates coming out of the international plane. And that is me on various occasions. I've traveled in Nigeria with flights, somebody who has never traveled far alone with transportation, not to talk of going near the airport. But today, to the glory of God, God has given me a lot of Millionaire Circle members. These are the few of them that I can, snap and put on the testimony. A lot of gold executive prime. All these people are top leaders in the business today. That's to the glory of God, my global ambassador prime, Ambassador Kenneth Alozie. Now, you saw the first picture when we attended the event, January 2020. We were just 5 of us that attended. And at the end of that event, my boss called me and said, Mommy, you are now a powerful leader. I said, powerful leader. I didn't understand what he meant, but to the glory of God, today, for every event, it's a massive attendance for me and my team. That's one of the retreats we attended at Valedrum with my team. All right, so I want to appreciate God for that brief testimony, and I want to encourage everyone. The business we are doing is not the business of bring one, bring two. It is the business of becoming the best version of ourselves through duplication, through training, through mentorship. If we will agree to submit to mentorship, there is nothing that is not possible under the sun. If myself will be able to achieve what God has given me in this short time I've been in this business, I don't think there is anybody who God has created to be a failure. And I want to thank God for his faithfulness.